Hi, everybody. Lori Jeskowitz here, money and manifestation coach. How's everybody doing? Popping back in because I had a thought idea and I wanted to pop it in here instead of the other video that I made. So, shifting gears a little bit here. So, regarding like how to become magnetic, right? Like, this is a question that I receive a lot, right? Oh, I see someone's watching. Say hi. So, this is a question that I receive a lot. And I actually received it yesterday as well. I was actually invited in by another coach. Hey, baby. I was invited by another coach to come in for to like do a little mini training on manifestation, right? And it was an amazing workshop. We had so much fun. Everybody got so much out of it, and really just diving into the beginning stages of manifesting. And at the end we had a nice Q&A, like where like they just had a couple questions and I was like, sure, I have no problem to answer. And really what was interesting is the questions weren't really around like how to manifest. The questions were more around, well, what do you do when like life pops up and gets in the way, right? Like, what do you do when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when like your work is like just driving you crazy, or like when you want to shift gears and change careers, but you just don't see how. And it's like, and you're like really focusing on it and you're looking in for the ways of which it can come in and you can receive what you're looking for, right? And so the first thing is like it's in like just imagine like all of the worry, all of the self-doubt, all of the doubts, right, that are running through your mind, and imagine that they're like this weight that is just weighing down on your body. So like for me, when I notice that weight, it's like right on top of my shoulders. Maybe for some of you it's like at the base of your neck. Maybe for others it's your low back. When you start to feel the pressures of like all the things that you have on your plate, all the things that are coming up that you're like, I have to make time for this, I have to go and get this, like Susie needs snack and this person needs that, and my boss is breathing down my neck, and all of these things, or upsetting things are happening to your coworkers, or all things like that starts to weigh on us. And that also is the thing that can separate us and knock us out of that aligned energy, of that feeling good energy. And one of the questions was like, when you're feeling that pressure, that stress, or like when you need the money to come in and it's like 3 days from the day that you need the money and the money's not coming in, like, how do you not freak out? How do you not get stressed? How do you, because the thing that's happening is what they're aware of is they're knocking themselves out of alignment with what it is that they desire. Like they're calling in the $10,000, the $20,000, the $4,000, whatever it is, but the date's coming and the money's not showing up. Like rent due is coming, mortgage payments coming, like all of that. Those deadlines are looming and the money's not there. So like, how do you still stay in that manifesting energy? So, and what I said to her is like, actually, I know I teach manifesting, but this is actually much deeper than that. It's actually you stepping into the person that has the $10,000, the $20,000, the $4,000. It's like stepping into like, what's it going to feel like, when you receive that money? How like excited, thankful, grateful are you going to feel? And like, what does that person look like, you in the future look like when they're celebrating, right? Because this is the thing. It's not just that you're like, I'm focusing on my dream board, my vision board. It's actually like, it's another, that challenge, the obstacle is the thing that you get to move through. It's the thing that you get to grow through, the thing you get to stretch through. Like how you handle that pressure, how you handle that stress is oftentimes preparing you for the next level of stress. It's like, how like when you're growing, like your feet are growing and they're like in their shoes and like they're starting to get a little bit tight in there, right? And they're starting to get a little uncomfortable and they're starting, like, you can see like your toes like starting to like really make a stretch point, where it looks like it's going to pop through the leather. Maybe it's on your kids' shoes, where you notice that and it's like, oh, I have to grab a new pair of shoes, right? And so And then you get a little bit of room so you can grow into it, right? And it's the same thing with like the person that has $10,000 months or $20,000 months. Like, what is this person doing? How are you taking care of yourself? Like, what are you putting your focuses on? Like, when you hear something in the news, what do you do? Do you, if that upsets you, how do you shift out of that? It's having those tools to go to in the stressful moments that are actually bringing you into, oh, okay, I see what that is. That sucks. That's awful, terrible. And okay, what can I do? This is what I do. Like, what can I do to flip this? Okay, what I'm doing in my work and my manifesting and teaching other people, I know that I'm actually helping the situation of like what is all around us that we don't like, right? So when you notice those stressful situations, what are your tools? What are you turning to? And that's what is also inside the Becoming Magnetic manifestation program. Like I said, I know I teach manifestation, but a lot of times this is more about tools, like uncovering the beliefs in your life that say, I can't have that, or that say like money doesn't grow on trees. And you have to remember, like, your words have energy. This is another thing that came up in that workshop that I was teaching in. Your words actually contain your intention. They contain the energy that you're giving to them and the energetic charge, whether it's positive or negative. So whatever you're speaking, that charge, that energy is now outside of you and around you. You are delivering that energy, and that's the energy you're now taking action from. So yeah, this is why we're so clear on like what's the energy you're coming from, what are you embodying, what are you feeling. This is why we put it into the Becoming Magnetic, right? Like Becoming Magnetic program, because it's more about unblocking yourself than it is the steps. Like I said, the people I was teaching yesterday, wasn't there questions about, how do I manifest? It was like, I'm manifesting and I know I'm blocking it. And that's exactly why I created Becoming Magnetic. I searched high and low to have all of the resources, that it would help uncover the blocks. And I didn't find them in one place. I found them all over the place, and some didn't even exist in what I had purchased. So I knew that, yes, manifesting, these are the steps. And I also knew, hold on, you're blocking yourself from receiving. You are actually a magnet, and it's just that like there's some rust we got to scrape off, and there's just some like dirt we got to scrape off, and like we just got to take the, just polish it and clean off all of those layers of, you can call them static, you can call them like, just the crusties, whatever you want to call it. Once you scrape all that off and like the magnet is there, and like you get the ends clean and everything, it's just like you stick it up and then like everything around you just comes to that magnet. That's how I created this program with that intention. So yes, we already have somebody joining us, and I'm wondering who is next to join us in the Becoming Magnetic program. And I can't wait to see who it is. I wonder who's coming in next. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in here. And again, if this isn't for you, but maybe you know somebody that, would love to become magnetic. Maybe they have some of these, beliefs, these things that are covering them up. Maybe they have some of these difficulties of, and needs a few tools around managing the stress that they're experiencing, and aligning it with how they work best. Maybe you know someone, and share this video, and let me know. Maybe you can connect us. That would be fabulous. All right, everybody, have a great night. Happy Friday and happy weekend.